Hi guys, welcome back to the Knitting Expat Podcast channel. My name's Mina and today we are doing a home renovation vlog, or at least we're starting it today. I've just got Nova over there in her high chair. She is waiting for lunch, although it's a bit early for lunch, so I'm just going to give her some strawberries to munch on. She loves these. Hey, do you love your strawberries? Do you like strawberries? Who's that? Do you see yourself in the camera? Here, do you want a strawberry? Oh, they're yummy, aren't they? Yeah, they're good. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. Are they nice? What do you think? Yeah. Alright, so while she's munching on that, I thought I'd go over what is happening. So you'll probably know from the title of the video that we are going to be renovating our kitchen, living room and the downstairs shower room. So through that door there is a shower room, toilet type space. So yeah, so right now we're in the lower ground level of our house. So technically the kitchen that I'm in now is underground, but because our house is on the slope, by the time you get to the conservatory you're at ground level again because the slope is fairly steep. Anyway, so it's a partially underground space. So the whole kitchen is underground. So we have two light wells. We have this one and then we have another one there. So these are light wells. So you don't actually have a view out these windows. It's just brick walls on through those, which is fine. But what we're doing is we're essentially completely gutting the kitchen. Everything's going. The chimney's going, we're getting rid of the chimney area. That whole wall there is gonna go, and our pantry cupboard there is gonna go as well. So that whole area is gonna be opened up. And yeah, so we have to damp proof, or essentially tank, the whole kitchen area because it's underground. It's a Victorian building, so there wouldn't have been any damp proofing at the time. It's just straight brick. And so yeah, so we're getting some retroactive damp proofing put in whilst this is all getting done. So it's a pretty major job. It's not just taking out a kitchen, putting a new one in. There's the damp proofing, there's structural work with this wall coming out and the chimney. So we're getting a couple of beams, like steel beams, put in for structural supports. The kitchen's where the main work is happening. It's also a bit of a bomb site right now. It looks crazy because we're packing up. The cupboards are mostly empty, there's stuff everywhere. I've literally got boxes of stuff, everything's piled up on surfaces. So it's just like the run up to the main event essentially. So today's actually Friday the 24th of March and work is starting on Monday. So this weekend we need to clear all of this stuff out. So we need to clear out whatever's left in the kitchen. The living room needs to be cleared out as well. Still got decorations from Layla's birthday. So all the sofas and stuff need to go into the conservatory. The conservatory is the one area that we're not touching right now. And then of course we need to empty out the bathroom as well. But in order for stuff to be moved into the conservatory, I need to tidy up the conservatory and clear that up as well. And then we can move sofas and things into there. We have we call it the den. It's like a little box room on the ground floor right by the front door next to Perry's office, which is going to be set up as our temporary kitchen whilst everything is happening down here. So we have this like little island thing there on wheels, which is going to go up into there, and that's going to be like our little workstation. We have an air fryer, rice cooker, slow cooker, a microwave, a kettle and a toaster, and that's basically going to be all we have for the next little while. My parents actually have like a little oven and electric hob unit thing that we're probably going to borrow from them for some of the time. And our little fridge and our chest freezer will go upstairs as well, and we'll have that for storing food and bits. Hi. And we've also cleared out a bookshelf in that room to like put stuff on, like food and plates and things like that. And then the bathroom on the ground floor is just across the corridor from the den, so that's where we'll be washing dishes essentially. But today is also Layla's last day of school before the Easter holidays. So on Monday, once the builders get started and after little madam here has had her lunch, Yeah. Yeah, is that yummy? So after Madam's had her lunch on Monday, so around 12:30ish, we're going to head off. And me and the girls are going to go up to London to stay with my parents for 3 weeks whilst Layla's on school holiday, just to get away from the mess and the chaos and the fact that we're not going to have any living space for the next few weeks. The works in total, the builder thinks it's going to take him about 6 weeks. So we'll be gone for about half of that, which will be nice. And yeah, and Perry will probably come up to London on the weekends whilst we're away to come spend time with us. There'll be Easter and all sorts like that. I'm not really planning on vlogging whilst we're up in London. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if there's something fun happening one day. But I'm just gonna kind of just chill out, relax. I say relax, I've got 2 kids to look after, so there's not much relaxing going on there, but you know what I mean. Enjoy the holidays with the girls, have a bit of a break, get away from the chaos. So yeah, we're basically not going to be down here for the next few weeks after this weekend. The only thing we're going to be coming down here for is to use the washer dryer, which is in the conservatory, and we can't move that because that's where the water hookup is for them. But yeah, it should be fun. I will, whilst I'm away, I'll try and get Perry to film some snippets of the works that are happening, like, you know, over the course of the 3 weeks that we're away, to try and include some of that footage as well. But there might not be much between now and when we get back from London, so we'll have to see what kind of footage I'm able to get during that time. Someone over there is mushing away at her strawberries. She still has no teeth. She's 9 months old now and still has 0 teeth, which I know is perfectly normal, but it's just odd for me because Layla had teeth before she was 6 months old, and so she's still not really chewing food. She's not massively eating the food. She's more just like mushing it around and sucking on it. So we're working. She's doing better. She's doing better at the feeding herself aspect of things, but it's still a work in progress, isn't it, Chipmunk? You look like a little chipmunk there in the corner, nibbling away at your food. Oh, is that yummy? Yeah. Is that strawberry delicious? Tasty, tasty. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of it for right now. Like I said, everything looks like an absolute state, but hopefully before the work starts, maybe on Sunday afternoon, once we've cleared out the final bits from here, I can do a little walk around of the empty kitchen and living room and stuff, so you can kind of get a real idea of the space and what's happening. So yeah, some fun plans. This is something we've been wanting to do since we moved into the house. It's one of the things we spoke about when we first bought it, was like we definitely wanted to change the kitchen, and our plan had been, essentially, we still got Christmas lights up, our plan had been to knock down the conservatory and the shower room and build like a proper extension, but financially we can't afford to do all of that right now, so we're just focusing mainly on the kitchen and doing a general cosmetic upgrade to the living room and shower room, like nothing super fancy to those, because I don't know how long it will be before we can afford to do a full-on extension, but right now it's probably going to be at least a couple of years before we can do that, so we want it to look nice in the meantime, because right now they both look really shabby and not great. Like the living room in particular, it doesn't matter how much you clean it and hoover it and tidy it up, it still looks really grubby and messy. It's just because it's old and it's worn down. But yeah, so that's the plan. Right, so it doesn't look like much has changed, but we've cleared a lot of the stuff. I say we, Perry has moved a lot of the stuff along with one of his friends who came around today to help us out. It's today Saturday, 25th of March. So fridge, freezer are upstairs. We had a little sort of like portable island thing that is now upstairs. We still have all of this stuff to move and all the stuff here to move. There's still stuff in some of those cupboards. Laundry drying, sofas have moved. All this still needs to be moved. Just some last minute bits. And yes, yeah, so sofas and everything are in here. We have our 2 large units and the coffee table. Derek is complaining. He's not a fan. A nice clear pathway for the builders to get in and out from the back. And yeah, so this is it now. Just got the last little bits to clear up, don't we? You're not happy, are you? You don't like it? He's not a fan of change. He's going to be less happy when he's not allowed down here anymore. But yeah, so that's essentially the progress so far. Sunday morning, and this is our current situation. Still lots of things in the living room, in the kitchen to be sorted out. There's Layla and Novi's in the living room. Oh, you got your camera too? Oh, cool. So this is our temporary kitchen setup. We have coffee machine, fridge, paraphernalia, microwave, food and other bits, kettles over there. Then we've got power source, air fryer, rice cooker, toaster, veggies, and then this is our sort of cutlery drawers at the moment. Oh, okay. It's over there in the guest room, along with the laundry basket and cat food. And there's a bunch of our stuff from downstairs. There's still a lot more to come up, so yeah. Hey guys, so it's approaching the latter part of the day. Still have a few things to move, but mostly kitchen's done now. Sorry, that's the dishwasher. So yeah, kitchen is for the most part cleared out. These are things to go upstairs that we're still going to be using, and we've only got dinner to make tonight. It's our last night of using the stove. So I think we're going to have sausages and potatoes and veggies and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm about to make myself some eggs for a snack, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, it is Sunday night, Sunday 26th. It's all echoey because it's empty. Layla's insisting that she gets rid of her own balloons. So that's that. Room's empty, got the gross rug back. Disgusting carpet. Bathroom, nice and empty. All done. This is our guest room situation. Basically glorified storage. And our temporary kitchen situation. It's not too bad, got all the essentials. So it's a bit echoey. It's been a couple of weeks since I spoke on camera about this renovation. We've been back home now for a week since we were at my parents'. There's been lots of progress going on. We've thankfully are past the messiest phase of the renovation in terms of dust and all that sort of stuff around the house. So yeah, as you can see, we're in the kitchen right now. You can see there's the stairs that come down to the kitchen. Right next to the stairs here, we used to have a pantry cupboard, and there used to be a wall there, so that wall's been knocked down, the pantry cupboard's been taken out, and what you can see under the stairs there used to be a cupboard under the stairs. That was our storage area. We used to have our chest freezer in there and like all sorts of random bits, but it was just ended up being a bit of a dumping ground for empty boxes. We didn't really use it very effectively, so we've decided to turn it into a little kiddie corner. I'll talk a bit more about that later. And yeah, and this is the rest of the kitchen. So that back wall had the chimney breast, which has now been taken out. And yeah, looks great. It's just been freshly plastered. Plaster's mostly dry and there's a few damp patches. Floor's been put down, which I am in love with the floor. Perfect, exactly what we wanted. Sorry, it's just a light there. And where I'm standing now is where our sink is gonna go. So right here in front of the window, where it's basically where the sink used to be. The sink is staying there. And yeah, so this little nook area, if I turn you around, under the stairs is gonna be for the kids. So I need to measure it up for some storage units we need to get, but essentially the girls' play kitchen is gonna go in under here. I'm going to get a small table and chairs to fit under there for the girls as well. And then, like I said, a little storage cubby or something to put their toys in to try and keep it somewhat tidy. And maybe even like a little rug to go in there just to kind of make it a cozy little space just for them. Layla fits under here just fine for now. She's probably got a few inches clearance from hitting her head on the top. But I know she'll outgrow that space long before Nova does. But it'll be a good spot for both of them to play in and stuff like that. And then once they're older and they don't use it as much, we can decide if we want to turn it back into a cupboard or use it for something else. We're going to have an island here and then units and stuff all around. So yeah, that's the kitchen. And then the living room. The floor also carries on through the living room, but they've put down this protective stuff because the kitchen's been brought in. So our kitchen arrived yesterday. Today's Friday. What's the date today? Friday 20 something of May, 21st, I don't know, I've lost track. Not May, April, we're in April. Anyway, kitchen arrived. It's all been stacked up in the living room. Living room's all been done, same as the kitchen. Floors are done, walls are all plastered and everything. Still some damp patches drying out. And yeah, and our bathroom is on its way as well. It's mostly been plastered. I think that wall's the only one left to be plastered. Otherwise, yeah, it's all been done. And that's all looking good so far. So we've got a good empty shell of a space, and our conservatory right now is just storing stuff and it's in a bit of a state, but it's fine. It's all fine. It'll be good. Yeah. So yeah, I thought whilst I just put Nova down for a nap and Layla's at school and Perry's in London today, that I would give you guys a bit of an update on what's going on down here. And there's no builders here today, as you can tell by the fact that I'm down here on my own. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys what that looks like. Next week, the kitchen goes in, and I'm really excited to see how the space looks once that's been done, because I think that's really going to make it start to come together a lot more and feel a lot more I guess finished would be the right word. And then after next week, we've got the countertops being put in, the bathrooms being done, bits in the living room, everything is being finished up, I guess, over the next few weeks. The kitchen's the next big thing to go in, which I can't wait to see that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling because I'm repeating myself now. I'm just so looking forward to having a functional kitchen for not having to wash dishes in a sink, in a bathroom sink. and actually having a working washing machine. That's been the biggest thing that we hadn't factored in, was that we weren't going to have a washing machine. So last weekend we went to see Perry's parents and his sister, and between the two of them, between their two houses, we did like 3 or 4 loads of washing. This weekend we're going to go see a friend of ours, and I think we're planning on doing a load of washing in their washing machine. Mostly it's just Layla's uniform because I need to wash her school stuff. And then yeah, we'll have to see how we survive the next. We'll probably have to go to a laundromat or something at some point, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. Current kitchen progress. It's been a couple of weeks since I last checked in. The fridge is in, some of the cabinet doors still need to be put on. The cooker's back in, although the gas hasn't been plumbed in yet. The island needs to move. That's a whole other issue. No one's fault, just a bit of a miscommunication. But that needs to move a little bit that way. But otherwise it's coming along nicely. Almost there. Then let's have a look at the living room. Alright, we got our new fireplace in, which looks great. And yeah, still a bit of work to be done in here. Got some more paint that needs to go on. Oh, the new lights are on. There we go. We've got a couple of directional lights, which is cool. And then the main lights as well. Bathroom doors on, although we didn't realise when we selected it that it was going to be completely see-through, so we've got some privacy film to go over it. And the shower's in. No shower screen yet, but that's going to be happening soon. Oh, and our bathroom mirror is up. It's like one of those cupboard ones. What's this? Oh, that turns the light on. There we go. Perry picked it out, so I've not actually seen it. Which way does it open? That way. There we go. A little cupboard. It's got a little shaver socket in there as well. So yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, that closes nicely. There's quite a mess, which is to be expected. They couldn't hoover up today because the electricity was out most of the day whilst the electricians were working. But yeah, things are coming along nicely. Getting there. I will be honest, this last week was incredibly stressful. Today's actually Monday, 15th, 16th of May, 16th of May, I think, 15th? 15th of May. So yeah, last week was stressful. It was supposed to be finished literally 2 weeks ago. We're still here, not finished. They've got at least another week, well, this week, and potentially part of next week before they're done. Not ideal, really not ideal, mainly because, and I haven't really shared this, I'm not going to go into detail, I'm having surgery on Friday of this week, so in 4 days I'm having surgery. The idea was that this would all be done. We would have had last weekend to get everything moved back in, unpacked, put away, etc, etc, and that's not going to happen now. They're probably still going to be working down here after I get home from surgery, so fun times. And our guest room is still full of stuff, so I ended up getting some, and we don't have a washing machine's not plumbed in yet, so I went and got some new bedding for our bed in the attic, so my mum has somewhere to sleep when she comes over on Wednesday, because she's going to be helping out with the girls after my surgery. They one thing they did do, which we asked them, was to put a door on the attic, which is great because it means now my mum can keep the cats out when she's up there. She loves the cats, she just doesn't like them to be on her bed, which is why I got new sheets, because the old ones are covered in cat fluff. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. hopefully the next update will be the final update. I don't foresee doing any more updates because there's nothing major that's going to change between now and then in terms of what you've seen. It's just going to be clean, hopefully, and our furniture will be put back. So yeah, I'll see you again when this is all over. Hi guys, welcome back. This is going to be the end of this renovation vlog. We've had our kitchen and living room and downstairs back for about 5 weeks now, a little over 5 weeks, almost 6 weeks. And yeah, so it's taken a while, mainly because I wanted the kitchen to be nice and clean and tidy, and when you live here with 2 young kids, that just never happens. And then we had Nova's birthday party as well, so it never was clean. But this weekend, Layla's been with my parents, and so it's just been me and little one over there. Perry's away for work this week, so I was able to get the kitchen clean, and it's been able to stay relatively clean. So I thought I'd show you now so I can finally finish this reno vlog and get it out for you guys. It's been a while. So yeah, we've got flowers left over from Nova's birthday. They are still going strong. Yes, someone wants to be part of the video. I've left her in a high chair. I've just finished giving her breakfast. So I was leaving her in the high chair so she doesn't get under my feet, because she's like, yes, I know, very opinionated. And yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you guys what we've done. Okay, so the first big change is obviously the stairs are still there. We had a pantry cupboard just here, and then there was a wall kind of like where the stairs are. That was a wall that came out all the way to the end here. So this bit was all closed off and everything here was cupboard. So we had a cupboard under the stairs, Harry Potter style, and then we had a pantry cupboard just here. So that's all gone now. This under the stairs bit, we've turned it into a little kiddie corner. So we've got the kids' play kitchen, a little table and chair set, and then there's some storage on this side here as well. So this is great for the kids when Layla has friends over or whatever, and Nova usually just sits there and opens up the kitchen doors and just takes everything out, as kids are wont to do. Over here on this side, we had a chimney breast here that we took out. The chimney had been closed for a while, and it was just creating some dead space. That wall was very unusable the way it was. So we got rid of the chimney breast, and now we've got cabinets all along that back bit there, which is great additional storage that we desperately needed. The one thing this kitchen lacked was a decent storage. This side hasn't changed too much. Like, we've kept the sink where it is. We kept our original range cooker. Obviously the cabinets have changed, but we've got the same sort of setup of like upper cabinets. And then the lower cabinets, they've just sort of moved around a bit. We've got wider drawers, dishwasher, and then more cabinetry here. This is Perry's pride and joy, this one cabinet here, which is his long wished for coffee station. So he's got all his coffee stuff. We've got wine racks at the top. The interior part of this cabinet kind of came as is. So we didn't choose to have the wine racks or whatever. It's what came with it. So now we've got somewhere to store the wine. It came with a little spice rack holder in the side here and some drawers. So this is probably our most used cabinet on a daily basis. And then of course we've got the fridge, which is a lovely huge fridge, and then a pull-out little larder pantry thing here. And then of course, not forgetting the island, which has cabinets on both sides, and then our bins are in this one. So yeah, this is what it currently looks like, and we're very happy with it. The island's a good size. There's space for people to sit on these two sides. We've got the overhang, so you've got leg space. There's also a socket on that end as well. And yeah, this is what's changed. We also changed our windows. They were wooden framed windows before, which, as nice as it is to have wooden framed windows, the maintenance and upkeep, especially for like a basement level, was a lot, and the two windows were basically rotten through, so we replaced them with plastic. We had a normal door here, and we've replaced it with a sliding door, just because with a regular door, when it opened, it kind of just took up a lot of space in the living room, and the living room's not massive to begin with, so a sliding door made the most sense. Furniture's the same. We've got new matching cabinetry on either side of the fireplace. We've also got a new fireplace that's smaller and more sort of proportional for this size room, and then the TV's mounted on the wall above it. We have some spotlighting, like task lighting. Oh, I don't know what to call it. Wall lights, there we go. Which is great if I want to knit in the evenings. The floor's all been done, so it now matches all the way through. We've got this lovely herringbone pattern, which we both really like. Excuse the fact that the floor is covered in Nova's toys. I did tidy up a little bit, but I mean, a baby lives here, so it is what it is. Got a new conservatory door, which is much better than what we had before. This one really keeps the heat out in the summer at the moment, which is brilliant. And then in the winter, I imagine it will also keep out the cold. And then we also redid our bathroom down here. So it's still a shower room, got shower, toilet, but we managed to bring in our washer dryer, which is brilliant and just what we wanted. And then of course, the lovely penny tile on the floor. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, so that's basically everything we've had done. It was a lot. It was a lot. It took about 8 to 9 weeks, and plus another week or so of them coming back to fix minor little things. But yeah, really glad it's done now. It's made the space so much more functional, usable. It feels clean, like the way it was before. It didn't matter how much we cleaned it, it just felt grimy and dirty. It wasn't dirty, it was clean, but it just didn't feel clean, if that makes sense. It just, because everything was so old, and just everything was so, okay, she's not gonna let me talk. Just everything was so old. It just didn't ever feel like it was gonna be clean. Should we go in the living room? She's gone all camera shy. She can say hello, bye-bye, mama, dada, and most recently, she can now say Layla, which is really darn cute. But of course, she will never say it when I've got the camera out. Can you say Layla? Should we say hello? You can say bye-bye. We have to go now. Say bye-bye. Or are you just gonna wave? Okay, good job, honey. Well done. I can't believe this little munchkin is 1 already. Where did that go? How are you 1? I've got 3 teeth now. That one of the top ones has broken through. The other one is on its way. And yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for joining us. Sorry this has taken forever to get out. And I will see you guys again soon. All right, take care. Bye.